high energy.
Turn your phones on silent.
Oh. Is my phone on silent?
Who knows? But guys, guess what? Tom, guess what?
I guess it is time for Sonsofvidya.
But that's not what I was talking about.
I guess that you're D. Marx.
And still true.
I don't guess
wrong.
that I'm Tom C.
No, that's totally wrong. But you're still.
Then I haven't gotten it. What is it?
It's our 1 year anniversary show.
Is it? I thought we were going to maybe do something more special.
I don't know what to tell you, man. It's the 1 year anniversary show. That's what it is. That's what this week is.
I'm going to say episode...
If you want to do something special, then
it's too late. Episode 52 might be our super special great episode.
No, that doesn't make any sense. That's dumb.
That's
That's so arbitrary.
Official podcast year. Dude, it's not arbitrary. 52 weeks makes a year.
But we don't do the podcast every week. If we had done one every week, yes, that would be fine. We had like 8 or 9 weeks where we didn't do it at all.
But that's assuming that everyone who's listening is only listening now and we're never going to get any old listeners. Or any new listeners, sorry. Because it means that everyone who's listening was always listening from the start.
Dude, no.
Because people just come in and say, episode 52, that's the year.
No,
that's the year.
Because Comedy Bang Bang, Scott Aukerman's not like, oh, it's episode 52 or a multiple thereof. That means it's been a year. He's always like, it's episode 76 or whatever. It's been a year of Comedy Bang Bang.
That's probably true.
I gotta be honest, you really flubbed it.
Okay. Well, then happy 1 year.
Major flubs. Guys, you might not know, but this is actually Bradley Cooper, as promised.
Oh, yeah. Who is it? Who's me?
You're fat Michael Cera.
He couldn't get fat enough for this. I'm sorry. It's still me.
Well, it's an honor to be here, Tom. As me being Bradley Cooper.
Listen, we know you're a pretty boy. Do you have the video game chops?
Of course I have video game chops. You know what I was doing all on my off time? When I was recording my last hit movie, Silver Linings Playbook, I was playing the video. And listening to you guys talk about the video.
That would not surprise me one bit. At all.
No, of course not.
Here we're big in the studios.
No, because you know who's a big fan? Jack Nicklaus and Nicholson.
Both of them? Okay.
Both Jacks.
Well,
I play golf with one, and I act with the other. Not the ones you'd think.
I think you'd probably play golf with Jack Nicklaus.
That's where you'd be wrong.
Oh, okay. Anyway, well, that's neat. I probably shouldn't address you as Brad, because you're acting.
I'd appreciate if you didn't do that.
Okay.
I'm kind of trying to do a Daniel Day for next year's Oscars. Get totally into character.
Right. We should probably get Daniel Day on the show.
He lives in Ireland, and video games are outlawed in Ireland.
I did know that.
It's a backward system, but
it works for them. They're not exactly a backwards people. They seem to be doing great.
Yeah.
They have a civil war or something? I don't know.
I had a while ago.
Well, terrific. I'm glad to hear that's working out for them. Because if it's a long time ago, that means it's not right now.
That's true.
Guys.
That is almost the exact definition of
well, whatever. Thanks for sticking around for a year. Getting through it.
Guys, I'm so excited.
For what?
Because it's a year. It's exciting to me.
It's pretty exciting. I can't believe it. It doesn't feel like a year. It really doesn't.
Dude, we started around this time March last year, man.
I'm not saying it's not a year. I'm saying it doesn't feel like
I'm just saying that I'm doing a recap.
We're doing a recap?
Well, no. I'm just doing that was my recap. We started around this time in March last year. That was the recap. That was it.
Well, guys, Sun's fever has never been more popular. It's never been more popular to get any fever ever than this one.
That's true. It's almost like an epidemic.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm pretty sure the World Health Organization is going to hold a press conference about it because it's bad.
Our listens are at lifetime highs right now.
Records.
Not even a joke, that one. 3 downloads this year. 3. Can you believe it?
That's almost one every month.
That's almost one every month. Unbelievable. Guys, we're going to hit the top very soon with these kind of things. Dude, Here's what I really can't believe. Since we got that 6th iTunes rate, we got a 7th one.
What?
Can you believe it?
It's just all happening so fast.
It's really happening fast. Guys, we're glad you're here with us. We love bringing it to you every single week because we love hearing ourselves talk.
Tom, what do we bring every week?
We bring... Well, we talk about video games. That I do know.
What do we bring?
I don't know what we bring. I don't know what people see in us.
We bring the thunder, Tom.
So, I did know that. I also knew that.
That was your big mistake.
I'm making a lot of mistakes. But here's the deal. Let's get to it. Okay?
Sounds good.
So here's the deal. Here's what's in the news right now. What the biggest story this week is, guys.
News,
I'm sure you've heard about
teletype.
I'm sure you've heard about it if you've been on the internet at all. So there was a very, 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 very high-profile release this week. Do you know what it is?
Of course, it was the classic. Oh, it was Age of Empires on Steam.
No! We will talk about that, but that's not what I'm talking about.
It was...
Sort of relates to that, but not entirely.
I released my pet wolves into the wild, and they ended up mauling several cows to death.
Did hear about that? Not what I'm talking about.
I'm stumped then.
So, guys, you wouldn't know anything about it, but anyway, it was still fun to ask. So this week, SimCity 4 came out? No, SimCity came out. It's called SimCity.
Is it a reboot?
It's 5. I guess it's a reboot.
Yeah.
But the thing about this one, it's always been an EA title, I think. At least 3 and 4 have been. It's an EA thing. But it's Maxis and EA. It doesn't matter. Getting caught up. The thing is, this one has an always online DRM.
Okay.
And so what happened was...
People are causing a stink?
Like a lot of people... Well, everyone knew it. And like predicted, there was an unbelievable amount of not working for this game. Like, the game totally didn't work. There's 30-minute queues for servers. Like, if you wanted to play your game you just bought, you'd have to wait at least 30 minutes.
Okay, so
it gets even worse.
So I just want to make sure I understand.
I'm gonna take a sip of my Foley soda. Hold on.
Okay. All right, good. I just want to make sure I understand it. So basically, you have to be online to play so that the servers understand that you have a legal copy.
No, but sort of. That's a part of it. The way they're saying is because there's now more. It's more multiplayer kind of things because there's more interaction with other people's cities.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's basically that all the time. But
can you play offline at all?
No, there is no offline.
Yeah. So the online feature not only is multiplayer, but it also is making sure that it runs the DRM through the online.
Yes.
Yeah. So
you literally cannot be offline and play. There's no pirated version yet. Like that, there's no cracked version at all yet.
I mean, there almost can't be unless people run private servers.
Yeah,
which could be pretty easily done.
I mean, you could make a cracked version that got rid of all online aspects eventually, but it would take a lot of actual coding, I believe. But
Probably,
anyway,
yeah.
So
not that I know anything about that.
I mean, they could emulate that it's online, but anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know how to explain that right, but anyway. So here's what happened. That still is happening. There's still long lines, and people are massively going and not buying it or just giving up entirely. One, it is the lowest, or on track to be the lowest rated thing on Amazon.
What?
No joke, because this thing is, it wildly cannot perform. It can't do what it's said to do. So not only that, Steam had, Steam or Amazon, it might have been Amazon.
Amazon.
It's not on Steam, that's right. Amazon.
Oh yeah, because it's an EA title, so it's probably on Origin.
Prevented its sale for a few, hours. They were like, we can't sell this because it's broken. Now they just have a disclaimer that it is broken. They're still selling it, but it's broken. What was the other thing? So, I don't remember the other thing that happened, but the thing is, in order to fix, you see these quotes, listener?
Fix it.
They fixed it, quotation marks, by removing functionality from the game.
Like what kind of functionality?
So that it wouldn't be as laggy. Not like... They removed achievements and and leaderboards and stuff like that, the online stuff. But in addition to that, you can no longer make subways in your city, or you can't make certain things in your city that are actual parts of the game. They had to remove it so that everything could run more efficiently from the game, until an indefinite amount of time.
Guys, this is like coming true. This is like the pirate's nightmare come true. It's gotten to the point literally where trying to protect from piracy has actually affected game quality.
But the thing is, this isn't the fault of piracy, because I guess it is the fault of piracy, but it's the pirates can't. I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
Because they wouldn't have made the online mode.
Oh, the pirates aren't afraid because they don't care about this.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, it's not so much that the pirates care or do not care. It's that EA is so against the piracy that they incorporate a feature that is obviously terrible.
Yeah, it's not for the benefit of the gamer. I mean, maybe it is, but they could have done it in any better way. Yeah, and that's what happens is this all messes up. Because very often, guys, if you get a new game on the PC that's a multiplayer game, you're going to have a hard time connecting to servers.
Yeah.
You're going to have... This happened with Battlefield 3. on the Xbox, actually.
Xbox.
The day it came out, the servers went down. Because there's so many people who want to play it. That just happens. But never before has it been this bad.
And also, like, I know most people don't care about it, but like...
You can still play the campaign.
I was about to say, that wouldn't stop you from playing campaign mode.
There's still something you could do with your $60 purchase.
Yeah, you wouldn't be like, this blows. Straight up, it's bad.
Yeah, you could still do something with it, but with SimCity, you literally cannot do it. And don't get me wrong, I'm a guy who loves SimCity. I love SimCity 2000. I own SimCity 4. I never played 3000. But 2000 is one of my favorite... It's probably my favorite city builder, obviously. But I've played that game for many, many hours, more than you think.
Dude, but the thing is, like... Oh, yeah, guys, I bet that informs a lot of your world-building enjoyment that you get in a lot of other games, you know?
Yeah.
Since you played those games so much. But, guys, the thing of it is that, like... Because last year when Mass Effect came out and the EA introduced their whole... If you're caught cheating on a multiplayer server, you can't play single-player anymore...
That was outrageous.
Which is like the biggest piece of bull crap I've ever seen.
Not that any of us would cheat, but still it's outrageous.
Well, no. What's outrageous about it is that if you're on a server with someone who cheats and you're playing in their game...
There's a chance you could get banned.
No, you will get banned.
Okay.
There's no chance. You are getting banned right now because somebody else cheated.
Yeah, that literally doesn't make any sense. That, like, you can't get away with that in a way that makes sense. But my question is this, guys. Here's the deal. I'm Mr. Tom C. You know me very well. I want you to know the thing...
Smuggle up to Tom C.
Here's the thing about me. I love hating things, but...
I love hate.
Recently, I stepped back from myself and I said, I know there's a good reason to hate this, but has this affected me? And I shouldn't just hate things because of things I read or like stuff like that. That's just stereotyping and it's wrong. It's racist. It's racist.
No, and well, here's the thing about that. That's not entirely correct. I don't feel, because this is really blowing it out of proportion, but it makes my point. That's like you saying as a white guy that racism against black people doesn't affect you. Like, it's still something that you can be offended about. It's still something that can aggravate you.
Okay, it can aggravate me, but
and it can be something that you will want to change even if it doesn't affect you.
That might be true. The short version of what I was going to ask is there some way that you've been affected by this? You, personally. By anything that's like overzealous DRM or overzealous like anti-piracy measures. You said before, were you actually like worried about your Mass Effect 3 experience?
That's true. Guys,
because unless it directly affects me, I don't want to worry about it as much as I do.
We're going to quick throw in a free plugola here.
We are?
I am. GrandOldGames.com. You can buy a bunch of classic games super cheap. No DRM. That is a guarantee.
I still don't use it as much as I should.
It is a guarantee. They don't have any DRM. The games are all super cheap. You buy classic like Fallout, Earthworm Jim.
Are we really doing this? Can we send them an email for some money for this?
I'm just saying that it's a great site and they don't do any DRM.
You guys, get Ani for the PC version. I'm talking to GOG right now, not to the audience.
No, that would be great.
Because I want you guys to have that on that site so I could buy it, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
Also, guys, you guys should email GOG and tell them that we've been playing.
Yeah, I guess. This is all news to me.
But yeah, because they don't. I'm just saying they don't run DRM.
Yeah. Has there been some way where you've been annoyed by DRM or anything like that? I was recently annoyed.
Okay,
guys, let me tell you a story.
Here's a story.
You know the story well because it pertains to you.
Of a man named Tommy.
It actually is your fault. So here's the deal, guys. Recently...
Oh, you're going to talk about this again?
This bothers me so much, but it's partially because of a registration thing as a DRM function. So the thing is, there's a game called Call of Heroes. No.
Company of Heroes.
Company of Heroes. It's a PC game. You buy it
we talk about it a lot.
Yeah, it's a great game. So D. Marx and I got into it around the same time, except he did slightly before me and slightly more than me. I don't remember how you were playing it before.
Because you were on vacation.
Yeah. Did you pirate that at first?
No.
Okay. You played it before me, though.
Yeah, you were on vacation.
Okay,
it was on summer sale, and you bought it. Then you left on vacation.
Yes, you're right. So I went on vacation. He was over at my house watching my house like a good Samaritan.
Watching your dog.
Watching my dog.
Watching him sleep.
He played Company of Heroes on my Steam account using his Relic?
Yeah.
Relic Online, his username. So that's all well and good. Whatever. He then buys the account and uses... And he...
I buy the game.
He buys the game on his Steam account and again registers it to his account. So now I don't have the... Like, it seems to me that I don't even own that copy of that game.
But
anymore.
you can still log on.
I can log on to your account to play it, but now I'm kind of screwed out of having it on my own account.
I thought you can't. You could probably log on to your own.
No, I don't have a game connected to my account because you registered both those things to your account.
I still say you could find a way around that, but I'm not sure.
There's no way to do it because the thing is now Steam, which is an anti-DRM thing, and it's like its own kind of protection thing. I can't uninstall Company of Heroes and buy it again to get a new key because I even got that game for free, and I can't get a new key, and there's literally nothing I can do about it. And it's weird because DRM. That's like the only way DRM has.
That does suck.
It's the only way these kind of things have ever affected me in a way, and it's only added an extra layer of stupid things. I mean, anyone who's a PC owner has bought PC games and lost a key and then been screwed, even though they had the disc, and that sucks too. But that was at least better than this, you know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't really because like the thing is, I'm not really.
It doesn't really affect console games.
I was about to say, since I'm not really a PC guy, it doesn't really affect me.
But that's also because piracy is mostly a PC thing.
Yeah, they've made it pretty difficult for consoles. Back in the day, though,
What? You got all your SNES things?
No, your PS2, man.
Oh yeah, PS2 was pretty great.
Yeah,
Dreamcast, dude. Remember Dreamcast went out of business because everyone could just pirate it.
Really? I thought it was also due to poor sales on the actual console itself.
Probably, but you could literally burn a disc and it would work.
You had to do a little bit of finagling for PS2.
Yeah, for Dreamcast, you burned a disc off your computer and it ran your Dreamcast. Like, there was no, like, modding. You just did it. And I kind of liked that.
Yeah.
It was great for me, but I don't know. Because most people don't have it affect them. Now we're at, like, a super high level of irritation. But this also leads to backlash from indie developers and, like, smaller studios doing stuff DRM-free.
Yeah.
Like, CD Projekt, who is it? The people who made Witcher, whatever it is. They don't have DRMs on their stuff. They just don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's good. I'm glad some people get it, you know?
Well, because, like...
But why do the big studios have to do stuff like that?
Because it's like the thing where remember Jules from work?
Yes.
Remember how he said he always hated Metallica because back in the day, like, Metallica would always give their stuff away for free because they wanted, like, people to listen to their music and stuff. When they got into that whole thing with Napster because people were downloading their music and like for free.
I didn't hear this story.
That's what he said. He says he hated Metallica because back when they weren't famous, they would have done anything to get people to listen to their music. And now that they were famous, people were pirating their stuff, they totally went back on it.
Yeah, it's really lame, dude. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to make EA learn this lesson, but like,
no, here's the problem. EA just does not care. They like listen to every complaint that ever gets like put out through their desk. Everything about Dragon Age 2 was awful,
and they're just not going to fix it.
And they just don't feel the need to fix it. They're just like, well, whatever.
No, I saw this one picture that was like, it was somebody was like, man, SimCity sucked, and then it was like a comic or something. And then in the next panel, they're like, this means they can't mess up on Dragon Age 3. But like, dude, it's like they don't have to listen. But are their sales really not affected by this terrible publicity? It's got to be. There's no way they can keep getting all this bad press,
dude.
And
no,
people
that's not the way it works.
There's so many people on forums who are just like, everyone's got to start boycotting this stuff.
Dude, that's not the way it works, though. Okay,
it's gonna work that way if they keep releasing games that can't be played.
No, that's not true. Because this is another non sequitur. I'm sorry, but so I watched the show Half in the Bag.
Yes.
Right? And one of the reviews they did was for Jack and Jill, that terrible Adam Sandler movie.
Yes.
They talk about how, like, except for, like, 3 or 4 of his early stuff, like, every single Adam Sandler movie is terrible. But people are stupid, and they don't ever, like, they aren't comfortable enough with change that they don't feel the need to not watch Adam Sandler movies despite the fact they're normally terrible. And it's that same thing, that no matter how many people get angry about these things, there's still always people who are going to be satisfied enough with the status quo that they can get away with doing stuff like that.
Really? But I get, like, also, because the thing is, I wonder how much of their studio is, or I don't know if they're a studio, but how much of them is...
Wait, who?
EA. How much of their company is powered by console games and powered by sports games, which
That's
is,
true.
You know, those are always big sellers somehow. And
yeah, but I've heard they put a lot of bull hockey on some of their sports games too.
Like, but yeah, I guess. But
because like there was like, wasn't it on Madden mode? Like they could disable like the essentially the franchise mode or whatever it's called.
I think I remember something about this.
I don't know, guys. I'm not a sports guy. Under any circumstances.
Once again, the crowd who's complaining about EA might be still small because they're PC gamers. You know? Because console gamers probably don't experience this as much. I mean, you got a Mass Effect 2, you kind of got irritated with their used game policy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't affect people there, so you're not getting a full gaming community, annoyance, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's true. And I guess that's how they really can get away with a lot of stuff like that.
Because I'm sure they have poor sales in the PC place, and they don't realize that it's them causing it and not pirates. And so I don't know what the solution is to that, because they're going to keep making money.
Yeah, I mean, because, the thing is, if there's a surefire way to make money, people are never going to change. That's just the way it works.
Maybe they should hire Adam Sandler. People play games with Adam Sandler in it.
I'm not sure if they ever made a game with Adam Sandler on it. He didn't have, a cameo, fun, hey, I'm Adam Sandler thing. I don't know.
It sounds terrible.
It really has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, though.
Guys, we're going to hit you back after the break. How about that?
My new band, Lower Resolution Steak.
It's not a good name.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot.
It's like a really dumb name.
Guys.
Welcome back to the show. I hope you enjoyed that song.
Guys, I can't believe it's already the second half of a bunch of things.
Guys, here's what we don't tell you. You've been here a year. Let me fill you in on a little bit of background, we call it.
Yeah, because remember, at the end of the year last year, end of the year calendar year, not end of the sun's year, which is substantially more awesome than the regular year.
Yeah,
we did a brief touch upon ourselves segment,
which was quickly banned from the internet.
That was
so
really
gross,
so weird. But no, I feel like there's still some people out there who kind of don't know us.
Well,
so
I was more gonna talk about the show real quick.
Okay, go for it.
Because here's the deal, guys. You hear those music breaks. You know we're not sitting in the room when those songs are going.
Nah, we're off on Mars, Space Mars.
Okay, maybe he's doing that.
In my head, I am.
What we do is we stop the show for a whole year.
Yeah.
That first part, even though it sounded pretty topical, that was a prediction from last year.
Yeah.
And we nailed it.
No, because the thing is,
the second half is always done the week of.
Guys, the thing is that what we do is we're kind of like a whiskey distillery.
Are we?
We carefully bottle our first segments up, and we let it age in crisp oak barrel computer cases.
In that regard, yes. Absolutely.
And we let it mature, and we let the audio flavor...
Hold on, do you say... That sounds awesome, by the way, an oak barreled computer case?
Yeah.
Can we do that? We get someone on that?
We let the audio flavor mature,
yeah,
and heighten, and then we uncasque it, and we pour it directly into your ear holes when it's time.
Guys, that's why we're revolutionary in what we do. Because it's unbelievable that we could do such things with the technology we're given, but we do it. Because this part, like I said, we record it the week of.
This is new. This is fresh.
This is from the Monday before Tuesday, but everything else is from a year ago. Can you believe those predictions? That's why they're sometimes off.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes we talk about things that aren't true.
I remember one time we talked about the release of BioShock. That didn't happen.
Didn't happen yet. Nope, didn't happen. If you can believe it. We had a whole first segment about it, and I thought it was close.
Thought it was good. Thought it was going to happen, and then it didn't.
We might actually replay that segment later, and then put it when it actually comes out. Yeah. Because that's what we do, is not only are we doing more work, we're doing less work when we feel like it.
We're not only doing more work, we're then doing additional work.
Because we're weird, and we like wasting everyone's time.
Yeah, there's one thing that sounds really like, it's wasting time.
Because we're like kings, you know that. In that everyone needs to do royalty, yeah. Everyone just needs to bend to our whim. And if we want to do a podcast a year and ahead, we tell the staff that's what we're doing, and they make it happen.
Guys, year and ahead, here it comes.
They don't even know what that means, but they had to figure it out. And after many, many fatal errors...
We really did not...
Yeah. People died. because we killed them, after they made the mistakes, now we're here. Doing it right. Every day of the year. Weekday
of every week of the year.
Edit that whole part where I said weekday, because that's wrong.
Just gonna do some stuff.
Guys, you may have heard some real news, though.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh, wait, I already did that.
Age of Empires 2 HD remake
Redux
is announced for Steam coming out April 9th.
April 9th.
Guys, that's rad.
Yeah, do you think...
Wait, hold on, though. I know a lot of listeners saying, but D. Marx, you hate HD remakes. Now where are you? Now they're making fun of you.
I'm not going to buy it.
You're not going to buy it?
No, why would I?
Well, then you're sticking to your guns, and I'm...
There's no reason to.
You're
Here's a big reason why. The Forgotten Empires has widescreen support.
Well, I'm eating my own words over here.
Yeah,
I thought I really had you. I don't
I
have you.
Wasn't going to buy it.
I mean, there's new online capability.
I certainly wouldn't play it online.
Okay. There's probably achievements on Steam.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
It sounds awful, really.
All right. Well, I'm going to buy it.
What I was going to ask was if you think it's going to renew enough that people will start making more mods for it.
Yep.
Okay, moving on.
It totally is going to do that. Because, come on, man. It's already... First of all, it's one of the top sellers on Steam. It hasn't even come out yet.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can
pre-orders.
that.
Everyone... Because most humans, normal people, unlike you, like HD remakes, because I sure do. You're right that Forgotten Realms...
Forgotten Empires.
Forgotten Rumbars allowed...
Forgotten Rumbars.
allowed widescreen support.
Widescreen support, yeah.
But that does not mean it's an HD.
No, it does not mean it's an HD. I realize that.
But luckily you don't care because you already can't see things.
I don't have an HD computer anyway.
What? You're probably not that interested in playing... You do have... Okay.
I know.
You probably don't have...
That was a goof.
You're probably not that interested in playing 2 again.
Yeah, I'm really not.
Because if you could, you could. Or if you did, you could. Blah.
If I do, I'd wooed.
God, speaking is hard. And so, yeah, I guess it doesn't really affect you. I was going to stick it to you. This is going to be a whole segment called Sticking It to the Man with Tom C. Didn't get to do it. Audiences...
You really got stuff.
You guys missed out, because this was going to be... It's going to be terrific, but here we are.
You know, Tom, what you should ask me is, are there any games that if they made an HD remix, would I buy them?
If there was a game... Okay, what game... Is there a game...
What? I don't know where you're going with this.
Is there a game that if they made an HD remake of, you'd buy it, D. Marx?
Yes.
No! What? Hold on. Because here's my question. Or not my question, my prediction is that it would not be a 2D sprite game.
No, it probably would. No, it wouldn't.
Okay, so what... So now, please
because, like, the thing of it is that when they released the, like, Metal Gear Solid and the Devil May Cry HD recollections...
Yeah.
The thing is they advanced to the console.
Yeah?
Because, like, there was games that could be playing on the PS2, and now you can play them on PS3.
Yes.
There's games that could be playing on the Xbox, now you can play on the Xbox 360.
Yes. So you would never do it for a PC title?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Some games no longer can be run, by the way.
Yeah, I realize that, but I haven't come across that yet. That hasn't been a problem for me.
It's rare, I'll tell you that. So,
because if they made HD remakes of games that would allow me to play them on the console that I currently own, yes, there are games I would buy. But
list them.
But not because they're specifically HD remakes, but because I can play them on a console that I own now.
Please list them.
If they re-released Mercenaries, I would buy it today.
I would probably buy that too.
I'd be like, this is awesome. I'm going to play this forever. And I'm going to love it, and I'm going to hug it. I'm going to sing it gently to sleep.
Okay, that's normal. Okay, is there another one?
I'm trying to think. Cause
Mercenaries, I'm way on board with. I would love to see that. I would play.
No, because it'd be awesome. Because imagine high D destructible terrain. That'd be kick-ass.
That'd be really cool.
You'd be like, calling it a sweet... high
they could definitely fix the fog issues.
Calling it a high-def carpet bomb, and it's rad.
Yeah, that I'm on board with. That makes a lot of sense. They already did it with Metal Gear Solid, and I'm sure you've played Twin Snakes.
Yeah, I played with Twin Snakes back when it came out.
Yeah, they haven't done it since then. So.
Which I think is stupid. They should re-release that, I think.
Like, I think people would pay...
Dude, imagine Metal Gear Solid 1 with 4's graphics. That'd be awesome.
See, I wonder, like, I don't know about how games are made, right? But I gotta imagine there's people in like the Fox, what's it called again? Kojima Studios.
Kojima, yeah.
Who just sit there and are like, yeah, we're maybe not working on Ground Zeroes or Revengeance or whatever, and then someone could just be like, why don't you just work on a side project or something like that?
No,
that's like, it would sell. It wouldn't be hard to do if you already have the engine. And
I'd say there's a lot of programming already done, I gotta imagine.
Yeah, you already have the story, you already have the characters.
We're gonna preempt this. Do not email in if we are wrong, because we're probably wrong.
I'm just making a basic assumption. You have a story, you have characters, you have most of the models.
Yeah, and people know that these remakes sell. They sell like hotcakes.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have...
They sell like hot shorts.
I understand. You'd
sell like short shorts.
You'd maybe have to do voice acting again.
Old Navy short shorts.
You might have to do that.
Possibly.
I'm not saying it would be easy, but I'm saying it would be relatively easy.
Dude, I'm almost mad that you haven't even touched 2 since you bought it again.
I played VR missions, and that's it.
Okay, alright, that's fair.
Well, I was turned off, because the controls are really weird on that one.
Really?
I'm sure if you had the PS3 version, they'd be normal.
I gotta imagine.
For some reason, on the Xbox version, they're, like, weird and, like, not working right. I think I have to play the game again, just to get used to them again. But
dude, I still say that should be our next Sun's 1 second challenge.
I really want to play Metal Gear Solid 2 again. I really do. Because that game is great.
I know, you love it to death.
I just haven't had time for a one-sitting challenge recently.
I understand, but it'll come soon, guys.
That would be even shorter than BioShock by 1,000,000%.
It's probably by like 1.5 hours.
Probably by about half.
Really?
There, I said it.
You think you'd beat it in 2.5 hours?
Ish. 2.5, 3.
All right.
2.5 to 3.5. Anyway, guys, that's 2 inside. The point is, yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that. I am surprised to hear you're not going to even consider buying Age of Empires 2. Because I'm sure we're going to play that.
Probably.
Our good friend Baz was saying he would buy the 4-pack for $60, and we'd just pay him $15. But you seem out of the arrangement.
I mean, if it's bought for me, I guess I'll do it.
You have to pay for it.
But like, I don't know any of the specs or anything, because I'm so.
You can run it. It's just an HD remake.
I'm so bad with computers. Like, I don't know anything about them. I'm just like, I think this should be able to run, and then my computer explodes, and I have no idea why.
Well, that's why I'm the tech guy and you're the talent. We all know that.
That's true.
But I mean, there's certain ways you could make it work. But I'm sure. I actually think I did look up the specs, and they're not that high. Can you believe Minecraft thinks it has a 2 gig requirement? What is that all about? Dude,
because Minecraft, you have the whole world.
Yeah, but that's a CPU game. That's not a RAM game. But anyway, the point is, whatever. You can definitely play it because it's a top-down isometric game. It's still not going to be that rough.
I guess.
Although, I guess Company of Heroes was that, too.
Yeah. Well, Company of Heroes, I think, was a lot more AI-intensive, too. Plus,
yeah.
there was a lot more that the units could actually do that they had to program.
That's true. I don't know. I mean, the game used to slow down. Age of Empires 2 did. It used to slow down when you had enough trebuchets, which I always thought was funny. Because it, like, weirdly predicted where all the things were going.
Yeah.
Like, it did that in real time somehow.
Dude, I still can't believe that was as popular as it was.
Age of Empires 2?
Yeah.
It's pretty much your
It's like the gold standard of RTSs.
It really is.
Yeah.
Which,
it's like one of the ones, like, StarCraft, and Company of Heroes are ones that people point to as the best RTSs.
Dear audience, should I play StarCraft 2? That's my question. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying, man.
I want to hear what the audience says. I liked StarCraft 1, and there's been some interest in playing it in the group again.
Really?
Of our LAN group, yes.
I'd be way down.
Because our good friend Ben Runtler, you don't know, who's getting a full first and last name said on the podcast, he liked that game a lot, and he doesn't like Age of Empires, so he would be into that.
Huh.
The thing is, StarCraft was rad.
StarCraft was real cool.
I forgot how to play everything about it, but I liked the Terrans so much that I don't even care. Yeah. Terrans are awesome.
Terrans are fun.
I used to lose that game all the time though.
Yeah, but I feel like now you might do better.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I would be up for that. But see, the thing is, I think StarCraft 1 probably aged poorly.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
It's way less playable than Age of Empires 2 is.
Really? I don't think so.
It really felt old to me. It really did.
Well, I have to ask why.
I don't know. I felt like the main screen's way lame, and like the colors were messy, and like
yeah. But, okay, so it looked old, but mechanics wise, it didn't feel clunky. I don't feel like it aged. I never played it and felt that it was hampered by its age. You know?
I guess the graphics were definitely worse. That's not really what you're asking, but
no, actually, that is almost the exact opposite of what I'm asking. I already acknowledged the fact that you said it looks old.
Well, then yes is the answer, because there's a certain limit on things you can select. Whereas that exists in Age of Empires 2, but it's far larger. In StarCraft, it's like 10 is the selecting amount.
Well, no, it actually is based on the unit size.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, what do I know?
Because you can select 12 Marines, which take up one, like, square. Because, like, the way that the selections grid works is you have a 6x2 grid, essentially, to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Or no. No, it's a 4x2. Yeah, it's a 4x2 grid you have to work with. So you can only select 8 Marines at a time. But siege tanks are so big that their like unit shadow is 2. So you can only select like have a group of like 2 siege tanks at a time.
Weird. I didn't actually know that.
It was just the word for transports. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. No, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed playing it, but it definitely is a slower game than Age of Empires 2. But that's not what you're asking either.
I don't think so.
It's definitely a slower game.
I would disagree with that.
Not for some players. I'm sure good players now can get it done fast.
Because it's slower. It's faster by default because you only have 2 resources to collect.
Yeah, but they're probably collected slower.
I don't think so because they come in.
Short version is I should play it again because clearly I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
I did enjoy it. I think it had some trouble running on newer stuff though. Actually,
I don't think so. I ran on this computer fine.
Did you?
I think so. I think that's what we were running on.
I'm barking up the wrong tree today, guys. Anyway,
this whole segment just because Tom C's wrong.
That's what the whole show should have been called. I don't know why we named it the thing we did. But anyway, just listeners, if you like that game, I want to know about it a little bit. Because just tell me if you're a veteran of StarCraft, I want to know how it compares to that. You know, just tell me. You guys have the info and I don't. Clearly,
I mean, I'm a veteran of StarCraft, and I tell you, I don't like it.
You didn't play 2.
I've played 2 a little bit.
Then you're not an expert on 2.
I'm not an expert on 2, but I'm a pretty close expert on 1.
I don't care about that.
Fair enough.
I need someone who's played 2, because whatever. I know 1's great. What I'm asking is if 2 is great. You're saying no, but you didn't give it the time.
I didn't give it the time. No, that's a fair thing to say.
That's real fair. Is there anything else you want to let the listeners know about?
Like plugs wise?
No, we're not even. We might be there unless you have something to say.
I'm just going to say thank you guys so much for being so great over the past year. We really appreciate all the support that you've been giving us.
Guys, I'm still shocked with how well we're doing. Knock on wood.
We hope that you continue with your ratings of us on iTunes.
We hope that your life is improved for having listened to us and not deproved.
We hope that even the hour every week and 20 minutes to 40 minutes every day for the Let's Plays, we hope that they brighten your day slightly.
We hope that you guys are having
a little extra ray of sunshine for you.
Whatever it is we do for you.
Streaking down from the heavens.
I hope that...
It's shining bright.
Hope that
like the sun.
What I'm saying...
Making the flowers grow and the children play.
I don't know if it does...
Puppies wagging their tails.
Okay, that it does do.
Cats looking funny.
I was hoping you'd just say cats. And that was the end of it. No, really though, I hope that listening to our podcast has increased your luck a tangible amount.
Yeah.
Like you listen to it and then you can go pick up girls with no problem.
Well, the key is, guys, if you're carrying like your iPhone on you and you have each son's podcast that you have on your phone is equivalent of 1 leaf on a clover.
Absolutely.
So if you have 4 podcasts on there, you're lucky. If you got 5, you're really lucky. And if you're 7, you're like that one Futurama episode.
What if you have 40?
You're set for life.
I can't... I mean, it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. But guys, thank you so much. Keep listening to the podcast.
Keep writing in. We want to hear from all of you.
Sonsofvidya@gmail.com. You guys know the email. We haven't heard from some of our favorite listeners recently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, we should probably email that guy.
That's true. Maybe he's dead.
Maybe that man, if you catch my drift.
Maybe he's putting mustard on his hot dogs.
Anyway, it's just terrible what we do.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, guys. We want to hear from you. We love you.
You know what the people love though.
Well, they love a lot of things,
but one thing in particular. You know what they love?
Is it about us?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's got to be
Speed Reviews. Tom, this is the top 10 indie games of 2012.
No way.
Number 10, My Asmata.
That is a game where you're doing 10 out of 10. FTL, Faster Than Light.
FTL Fast and Light is a game where you play as Freddie Mercury and you're gliding at the speed of sound, and you're going to make a supersonic man out of yourself. Gets a 10 out of 10. Bleed.
Oh, Bleed is a game where you shoot stuff and they bleed. Pretty much the most realistic game I've ever heard of. A lot of bleeding, a lot of blood, 10 out of 10. Fortune Summoners, Secret of the Elemental Stone.
In this game, you use the power of the Elemental Stone to summon Pat Sajak and Vanna White, but then you have to play their terrible, horrible devil game and figure out what is the capital of Nigeria and by vowels. Gets a ding out of 10. Fez.
Fez is a game that's not about hats. I was disappointed. Can't believe he didn't take up this obvious opportunity for hat games. 1 out of 10. Mainichi.
Next. Number 4, Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor is a game about the band Survivor and all their hit songs, like that song I can't remember. What was the song about Survivor? Eye of the Tiger. 10 out of 10. Hotline Miami.
This game actually looked like a lot of fun. I really wish I had played it, but it's like super 80s ultra hyper violence. So it gets a 9 out of 10. Number 2, Legend of Grimrock.
Legend of Grimrock is about the new style of rock called Grimrock. It's like emo, but slower and more awesome. 10 out of 10. Journey.
Journey is a lot like that Survivor game that Tom talked about, except for Journey. So it's got all of Journey's greatest hits. Separate Ways, Don't Stop Believin', other songs.
Wheel in the Sky.
Wheel in the Sky, thank you. So it gets a quadruple platinum out of 10.
Hooray!
Guys, we did it.
We did it!
Full year podcast in one
Thank
sitting.
you!
Oh, wait, no, that's not how it works. All right, see ya.
Bye!